obviously easier. All right, so here we go.
Cooking with gas.
Oh yeah, I've had so much trouble with accents. There you go. While the pan heats up, my friend was just throwing up the knife into their wooden floor.
Oh, in the floor.
Over
Hey,
and over.
that's a good one.
And I was like, wow. You know when you're young, like everybody older than you is like the coolest person in the world? Mm-hmm. He was older than me. He was probably like 14 or something. And I was like, who knows, like 8 or something. And I'm like, he's the coolest person.
Borderline parallel with the ground.
Nice. It's so easy to do and satisfying, like once you get the feel for it.
We've got a healthy slab of butter.
Yes. The beef.
Probably got to burn a little bit.
Yeah. You gotta get the beef in quick to avoid the burn.
She's a hot one.
Every day, son.
A healthy slab is a good idea, though. Since
Yeah.
rolling at hot temperature, you got a little bit more to work with.
And this beef is a little lean. It's local beef. And the little lassie that raised it didn't feed him much corn. She's like...
The little lassie.
Yeah.
When they hand you the package of beef, it's like, here, this was Ethel.
I know.
Passed of natural causes.
Yeah, I know.
She was a dairy cow for a long time, wasn't producing, so her time had come.
Your time is gonna come.
So yes, the Germans, they made the ground hamburger by accidentally herding the cattle into wood chippers, you see. This is how they get the texture, yes?
That's great wood chipper, thank you.
Happy little accident, you know.
Oh.
And you'll get more substance from the marrow when the bones go in with the beef. Is good.
Yes, it's important to keep the marrow in the wood chipper.
It's really not wasteful at all. If you just herd your cattle straight into a chipper, you're utilizing all the parts. It's great.
Oh, compare it to cow.
Come here.
You have a wood chipper. Oh, there's corn inside. Take a look.
I heard it's a slow process, so you have to train them with sticks so that they're used to putting the sticks in the wood chipper, and then you also have to weight train while that's happening. So stick training for them, weight training for you, so you're strong enough to feed them in when they're placing the stick in the wood chipper.
Right.
So why are we grounding beef, bro? What are we doing today?
Making some stroganoff.
Oh, it's my favourite since I was a young lad. Mummy, can we have the strogies?
Used to hear that every night at little Dawgs' house.
Mm-hmm.
Mum said, can I please have the strogies? Well, I can't sleep without the strogies.
I can't sleep without my strogies. I need a hefty cream base in my tummy to lull me to sleep.
It really does, dude. It's like a...
I figure like that's kind of where I am with comfort foods. Usually something like heavy and high in fat content does it for me. Something savory too.
That's
not really a sweet or a salty person.
Me neither. I'm definitely not a sweets person at all, hardly. I've been doing more salt lately. Definitely a lot more. I've been doing like the high fat, low carb diet, and it's really, I don't know if that's what made the difference, but I've been feeling a lot better. Very nice. Are you standing in the drizzle, mate?
It's okay. It's God's urine.
Oh God.
It's magical, really. Like when you feed on a jellyfish sting, if you've got troubles and worries, just hang out in the rain. Wash them away, it will. That smells like a good burger. Yeah, I can smell a little bit of that salt and pepper.
That's why I can't cook it in the house. The parents don't like the smell.
What?
Yeah.
We don't like the smell of cooking food at all. Please resort to cooking your goods outside.
This is a God-fearing establishment.
It's shall only smell of fresh linen in this household.
It's like, I remember like one day I fried like a bunch of sausage in the pan, like the whole house stunk.
What? It stunk? What do you mean?
Well, like,
it smelled good.
Yeah, to me it's good. Then my dad gets home, he's like, oh, what's that smell? I'm like, oh, it's the sausage. He's like, where is it? I was like, oh, I ate it all.
Oh, so it's out of disappointment. No more cooking inside, James. You're teasing us.
Yeah, and my mom's like, I hate grease, I hate fat. I'm like, well, that's like my favorite, so we're basically incompatible at this point.
Is there a way to get a different mom at this point, John? I know it's been a few decades, but it's just not working out.
It was Steam Tornado.
Later, brother.
How long have you been stroking off?
Oh, I've been stroking off since I could chew, more or less. There is a fancy version where you use steak tips and marinate them in wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get this pretty classy pretty quick.
That sounds amazing. It's already like classier than pretty much anything I know, so that'd be elite level. That'd be pretty cool. Get this inside real quick.
Yes, this is one of the few dishes that my mother would not burn or ruin. So
oh, no.
there's like a handful of meals that I liked as a child, and this was one of them because it's pretty hard to screw up.
Yeah, I was cooking inside on the electric thing, and I knew I was going to be disappointed because like it's so hard to, it doesn't really get hot enough to fry good meat like this.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing too, is if you overcook it, it's going into mushroom soup, more or less, and so it'll rehydrate that way, and it'll take on the flavor profiles of. Yeah, like I totally,
when you don't have a high enough temperature in it, it's just like kind of, it's cooked, but it's like not as good. Yeah, it totally was fine after the sauce. Like it wasn't even a big deal. Hell yeah. Actually, we could, next time, get some wine prepared. We could deglaze some wine.
God, now we are talking.
I need to learn more accents. They're the best. Oak was doing, he's got really good Indian.
How's Oak doing? Does he have butt muscles now?
Famously injured himself trying to do push-ups and went to the hospital. And, yeah, no, gamer ass is a real thing. It's got a real doctor's name, but no, he's good. I bought him, he's producing music. He's about done. He's producing music and he's making a video game. And, it's crazy because he's got a good job in London, in like, not London, but like another English city, where he does like computer stuff, and it's like a pretty like not bad paying job, but he can't even, like, he was having trouble like buying some stuff that's like not even like half price shoes I found from on eBay, or like a used lap. So it's like, because rent is like, inflation is way worse over there than here.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, and he lives in a city, so it's expensive for rent. And so
I remember when Fruity Loops used to be like completely free.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I pirated it back in the day. I still have mine.
I think most software has like a free area in its lifespan.
Grazie.
Prego.
Ohio is hello. Good morning.
Right.
Yeah, the state.
The state of Ohio means good morning.
And then Ohio Sakimas is like, good morning, very much, thank you, or like something like that. It's like respectfully, good morning.
Respectfully. Let's get some more angles going.
Yeah, more angles and more dangles.
Get the angle of your dangle.
I was learning about, it's actually not my fault anymore, so I feel fine now.
Yeah, that's the way life goes. You just stop blaming yourself for things and you feel better about it. Just blame God.
Yeah.
That's why Christians are so nice. They're like, oh God, you did it again.
Yeah, no, but that was like, I was watching more videos about like light autism or just autism in general, and it's basically like lack of executive function. I'm like, oh, that's me. That is me.
So I found that if you put these up closer to your jaw, you get more treble, and then if you put it down lower on your chest, you get more bass.
Yeah. I've got my special.
You are naturally bass.
I'm a bassy boy.
He's a bassy boy.
I'm
He's
Benny.
a bassy boy.
Benny Benassi.
Here we are. We've got it going on others. We've got multiple angles. We're here. We're there. We're everywhere.
Please transfer the beef to the bowl.
Oh yes, you'd like all of the beef in the bowl. Don't grab that, Aaron. It's slightly warm. We have gas going and it is combusting. There are flames about.
Okay, got the mic on. Yes, I do. And yeah, this. All right, now, basically the hard part is done.
Here.
So now we can chill a little bit on the couch.
Chill.
And cook.
Chill on the couch. Boy, bruv, before you walk this guy, you walk right in this. Go get touch hot.
Just as long as the handle's not getting heated, we're good. Yeah. That's actually the best spatula I've ever found in my life.
It's a nice one. SpongeBob would like that.
Dude, Weird Al's. It's hard to find spatulas that are thin enough to like slide under easily, but also strong enough that they don't bend when you're scraping. This has everything. It's the best of everything. So let's just turn this off for a second.
It's the best of both worlds. What we got going on over here? Just noodles?
Neuter.
You've got a double pot thing going on. What's that? What's that all about then?
Got some water. Bottle. I learned a new way to say English bottle. So, not even all the English say it this way, but there's like a bottle.
A bottle?
You sort of like...
A bottle of water?
So here we have...
Here we have, a dipping camera. That's what we got right there. Right there. Tell you what. I tell you what, brother. Oh, you got an onion there.
Let me get a knife.
That is a massive onion. Is this GMO certified or what? Holy God, it's the size of my dang old fist. This is a grapefruit onion. Oh, I'll present to you the largest onion you've ever done seen. Take a look at that, loves. Isn't it just fucking great?
Congratulations, it's an onion.
Maybe less than half of that.
Really? Alright, well, whatever you want. I mean, I've been making it, I made it 3 times now.
Oh, yeah?
And the onion is
last week?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll do it in half here. Fuck it, full send. We're getting onioned out.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Don't sit on that, bro. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got a softie. First 3 layers.
Yeah. Once you get rid of a layer or two, then it's really not that much onion.
Have you? Oh, you do. Look at you getting me ready with your whoosies and your whatsies.
Me too, but problem with that on video is that like there would be stuff everywhere. Like it would be so much.
That's what the editing's for, bruv. They'll never know.
It's true. Editing is magic. Alright, so.
She's a little soft on the outer layer there. That's alright. This one's not as bad. What are you doing cutting me onion? Oh, I don't want to put it on that.
This is a good Asian knife. I think we've talked about this before. It's pretty much my favorite knife. It's Korean.
Korean barbecue.
It's a vegetable.
Yeah.
Did you see
The lads cutting onions together. It's great times.
The best of times.
It was the best of times. It was the silliest of times.
Alright. here. Get that going. Hi, young. Chop this up a little for you.
I don't have much space here on this tiny cutting board.
Here, you can have this one. Let me just get this off of here.
It's a little of a hairy predicament here. You're an onion, Harry. Oh! Yeah, that was gonna happen. Stack boards.
Okay. The mushrooms.
This is a nice knife too, not too shabby like.
Yeah, all the knives were like, I found them either on the side of the road and people are like giving away stuff from their house in spring cleaning, or basically the same thing at recycling. People just leave stuff for people to take that they don't want anymore, but it's not trash. And it's like, I've got an eye for like stuff that works good. And so I just like, over the years, picked up a number of pretty nice
sinks.
All my all my kitchenware is like secondhand, but it's nice.
That good secondhand. That's the thing about living in this area too, is like there's a lot of ritzy people that pretty much give away things that are barely used. You can on the regular find nice used stuff.
Yeah.
As much as I hate them for making the housing market crash, or not crash, but skyrocket, the opposite of crash.
Yeah.
You know, second homes being rented out as Airbnbs. Airbnbs are slowly replacing hotels and.
Yeah, I heard it was all
making, you know, all these houses that were for sale are getting snatched up, and people are fucking renting them out for ridiculous prices.
Yeah, I heard
We
that.
don't want flow onions, do we?
Oh, I love a good flow onion.
My mum used to give me a flow. Whoa!
Do not try catch falling knives, pro tip. So I was about to try to catch that. It's not something you want to try.
Oh yeah, you got the chopper. This one's a little thin for chopping. Chip chopping. This one doesn't really have an angle either. That's got a nice angle to it.
I'm telling you, the Asians are better than us.
Oh, I'm aware. JDM all the way, baby. You got me on that Pokemon Subaru.
Ohio, looks like nice.
Daiwa. Shimano.
Yeah, dude. That is a lot of money. I think that's enough.
Bro, I was taken back. I was taken aback. Is that how it said? Or is it a taken aback? It's a taken aback.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're basically cruising, so that's just gotta occasionally stir and sizzle. As I get these, probably don't want to use that knife anymore, the floor knife.
No Florida knife for you.
Yeah, I was trying the last 2 days like learning Japanese with the immersion method, where you just listen to it and like don't try too hard.
Didn't pick up. Yeah, that's a good way to do things.
And their tone is so like non-stressful and pleasant. I'm like, oh, it's not even a single. You're not using that, please.
You don't want the couch mushroom to go with your floor onion.
You got any stories for us?
Stories aplenty. Stories aplenty.
You ever seen West Side Story?
Yeah. them greasers snapping their fingers and
There's something funny about
challenging people to dance offs instead of shootings, which would normally happen.
Yeah. It's funny when like gangs are snapping their fingers and dancing. It's a juxtaposition.
It is. It's not a very ruthless to do a pas de bourrée. Is this gang violence or ballet? I'm not sure. Is that enough mushroom? And then you chop some
A little bit more. But it shrinks down like the onions.
Yeah, it does. Well, shall we just use them all then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And no sense in saving 2 mushrooms.
No.
I mean, you could.
You could.
Good.
If you
A
enjoy
little snacky.
a snacky. You enjoy your times.
Enjoy your times. A little snacky in the packet. You stem it up or you strictly caps?
Everything pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a man of the earth.
Very nice. I'm a man of the earth.
Yeah, I ain't scared of the parts of the plants and the animals. There we go, this is coming along nicely.
Swimming along nicely.
Alright, let's see what we have for funny stuff on here.
Swimming along. I remember that phrase when it first came out in the 1700s. They had a captive who escaped the barracks and spent the rest of his life at sea.
Oh.
So he left a life of crime and punishment for the said crime to be carefree at sea. And how did he achieve that? He just kept swimming.
So I was thinking of, it's funny when like you see, because cars don't last very long around here because of the rust. People are constantly getting new cars.
Road salt's out of hand. I parked in Rutland the other day. I was picking up a birthday cake for my daughter, and there was literally just like, it had to be like an entire 5-pound bag, or not 5-pound, 50-pound bag of salt that had like, the wrapper just disappeared, but all of the contents was in a pile in the middle of the fucking driveway. I was like, what?
Yeah, the cars don't last. So it's funny because you'll see like manly men driving like compact SUVs, and it just doesn't look right.
True story.
It's like, oh no.
Essential was a knife.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, go right in there. Give a little stir. Once that's browned.
Look at the stripe on that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I know. My dad
There's a
made it for me.
mahogany and a ebony?
I don't know.
Dark wood.
Yeah, they've got that. The wood shop.
Walnut, perhaps?
I kept stealing their cutting boards, so he had a couple made at work.
So that's how you get free gifts. Just keep stealing.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you stealing here.
Like borrow and steal.
I keep wanting to grab the handle to stabilize the pan. Not at it, he's hot.
There's a pot holder under your drink if you want one. But...
Oh, you mean it's not a coaster, bro? I thought it was a knitted coaster.
Oh yeah, no, those are... Actually, my uncle used to make those, and I kind of want to make... They're kind of fun to like combine the colors and different patterns. I wouldn't mind making some cool designs on them.
I have Ernie Ball coasters
Oh, nice.
at my house.
I've got an Ernie Ball guitar strap. That's beautiful.
They have the picture of the different string gauges.
Oh, nice.
And since they do color coding for their different string gauges, each coaster is like a different pack.
Oh yeah,
And then it's got a cork back.
Nice. Yeah, I still need to get smaller strings for my guitar and probably mandolin, but I've just been doing fiddle lately because it's the only string instrument I have that doesn't really hurt my fingers. Besides my
all those onions are starting to look good. Bro.
Yeah, we're just about there. Once it's all browned in Brown Town. Get these legs. Yeah, so the 3 times I made this camera's bad quality. The 3 times I made this, I only really messed it up one time, and it still tasted good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you add the sour cream too quickly, it curdles.
Yeah, that's not good. So
you have to temper it. And you take like the sauce from the pan and you add it to the sour cream little by little, and mix it in and stir it in, and then you add it all to the pot. So, and I just did it too quick, and I didn't dilute it and temper it enough, and then I added it too quickly without stirring quite fast enough. Because the first 2 times came out so good, I wasn't worried, and then I was like, oh. Mistake.
Mistake.
Yeah, and Cooler. Let's see what else we have here. Oh my god, my old teacher was like, he had bad knees, and he said the army took them.
They took his kneecaps.
From like...
They're supposed to pay you, not you pay them.
I know, that was his whole thing that made it funny. He's like, the army took mine, because he had all these opportunities to get them replaced. But he's like, oh no. He's like, the army took my knees, and they're gonna give them back. He wasn't gonna like, going like years with bad knees, he could have had them fixed, but he's like spitefully waiting to try to get the army to replace them.
Yay, I've been calling them every day for the past 6 years.
Look at that, so that's nice color.
Oh yes, he smiles. This is the caramel color that you're looking for. When they say caramelized, they mean it.
That's just about perfect. Let's give it another minute or 2.
Oh, yeah.
Turn up this water because part of the recipe is like beef broth, but I just use the...
Not really necessary.
No. I learned from Lydia's Italy, if you use like the pasta water, it's kind of good for stuff. So I use, instead of beef broth, I just use a cup of the pasta water.
Hell yeah.
So that has to be...
Waste not, want not.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually when I make this dish, I do the
Well, actually, the garlic.
I cheat. I use condensed soup. James said it's not good for me, the soy, so I'm gonna have to start doing the reduction and making all that. But I usually do onion, garlic, and the shroomies just like this. And those egg noodles cook real quick.
Yeah, they're probably almost.
And I usually put my stovetop to low, and then do the condensed soup and the sour cream, and let that heat and maintain the hamburger temperature with that. I cook everything all together though.
Yeah, the hamburger. Yeah, the lady I watched, the hamburger goes back in after the liquid gets added, so...
I'm in the interest of saving dishes. When you're feeding 4 mouths per meal, dishes add up real quick, especially when you don't have a dishwasher.
Oh.
We have actually 2 dishwashers, my wife and I.
I got like a pretty affordable one on Amazon. It's like a countertop dishwasher.
Yeah, we're looking to get something like that. Gotta wait till the assistant manager's pay kicks in.
I really liked it in my last apartment. It's in the shed now. I want to set it up like outside my door, so I don't go upstairs and wash things. It was like, I forget, it was like $300 or $400. It was like pretty affordable, and like you don't need a giant dishwasher most of the time, like a full size one.
I don't mind. I didn't mind washing dishes when I was a bachelor.
Yeah.
But with a family of 4, it goes from Zen cleaning time to oh my god, I'll never get this done.
Yeah, it's time consuming.
For sure.
Dishwashers and clothes washers, big time saver. All right, now she says when the garlic is fragrant.
When the garlic is fragrant.
Then it's done, which only takes usually like a minute or 2.
You're right.
It's easy to, I can smell it already. It's easy to overcook garlic. I used to overcook it, like most of my early life. Because I put it in at the same time as the onion.
Toddler James, early life, toddler James, cooking. God damn it! Boy, the garlic!
Yeah, no, I didn't even notice that it was, like it's not, it doesn't ruin it really to overcook it, but it's like just not, once you cook it perfectly, you're like, oh, I see. You know, you get older, you get the finer points figured out.
And you develop a palate too, you know. You appreciate things in a different light when you become of age. Yeah,
it's crazy how many life skills that I've got. Turn this off. That pasta water's not. Should be about good enough ready, I guess. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. But yeah, there's like so many things that...
So yeah, you'll have to teach me this little reduction. You keep all that stuff in there, and then you use the pasta water to deglaze that, and you just...
Let me grab my cup outside the door here.
Okay. I'll have to just take note here.
Ooh, that's nice. Nice fresh air. I'll leave it cracked a little bit if you're not too cold.
Oh! Me nipples is hard.
Okay.
It's silly. No, it's not bad.
So, yeah, so now instead of beef broth, so actually that's another thing is like, oh, I got some noodle, a little bit of noodle.
That's okay.
But, man, my mind's all over the place. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, so like cooking traditionally, they didn't have measuring cups and spoons. A cup was literally a cup. So if you measure most average cups, they're like about a measuring cup. So there's this. Put this down.
There's this guy that used to do soup for Java Babas, and he would always come around saying a pint's a pound the world around.
Oh my god.
So people would ask, they're like, oh, what about the cup of soup? How much is it?
And then the recipe calls for...
It's a half a pound, isn't it, bruv?
I think it was about 3/4 cup of heavy cream. They were out, so like a whole cup of milk is about the same as like a little less heavy cream. And this is...
That's the good stuff. That's the non-homogenized.
Yeah, you can actually see it's churning into butter where it gets sloshed around. That's how you know it's like real, non-boiled, non-filtered, non-ruined. It's got all the microbes in the bio gut intact.
It's got the manure still attached.
Yeah.
Good for you. Helps you grow.
So, yeah, we're coming along now. Once this is up to a simmer, then we temper the sour cream.
Temper. Watch it.
And you could put the beef back in now. Might as well do that just so we have something to temper in, although I could temper in the... Well, it doesn't really matter.
Do whatever you feel like. I've never done it this way. Like I said, I'm a one pot kind of guy, so having the beef aside is...
Grab the sour cream from the fridge there. It's a mess in there.
Oh, it's a mess in here, bro.
Under the blueberries, maybe?
Under the blueberries? Is this the sour cream under the blueberries? This is the sour cream right on it.
Oh, thank you.
Lord, buddy, welcome.
Man, I wish I had gotten this set up better. Like, if we could just, like, sit here and chill while we cook, that would be Nice.
Almost there. We just gotta get
So close.
the couch jacked up about 6-7 inches and slide this forward. You're there.
I got some. I like it when the video content comes naturally. You don't have to like try too hard.
Yeah.
Because me and my friends, I just recorded us again on Thursday and Friday playing video games, and like we have such a good time joking and laughing, like we don't even have to try at all.
Yeah, I think that's like that's the good stuff. That's the natural kind of thing that you miss out. Sometimes it can be a little bit sterile with lists and cranking through them.
It is, yeah.
Filming for the sake of filming.
It is. I almost prefer being natural, even if it's not as entertaining to some people. I like being authentic.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I need a spoon. Alright.
A spoon? How hard is that S? You'll have to let me know during editing. A spoon?
That's a good one.
Spoon. Spoon God. You remember that?
No.
It's from Rather Good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The spoon is too big.
This child has been exposed to spoons for only 20 seconds. Get spoon God! And then it would zoom in and it's literally just a bungee cord.
Those are such good days of the internet. Actually, we can temper in there. I gotta get rid of these onions at some point, but...
No se ven. Put them in a bag.
Alright, so... Yeah, see, it's just about coming up there. Hope the camera can see.
You getting little bubbles?
Yeah, you wanna...
That's what I look for too, yep.
As soon as those bubbles come up, you wanna start stirring a little. Because the heat's not... You wanna distribute the heat in there. I'm going to get... Keep that. If it bubbles up, just give it a little stir.
Let's get a nice consistency to it going in here.
And I'll get about 3/4 cup of sour cream going. And
3/4.
Yeah, and once that comes up to a simmer, even simmer, then we can start tempering the sour cream. Make sure I can see all this. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, the other nice thing about the video game recording is like I don't have to move. I can just like lay in my bed, and we have a great time. I mean, I like moving when I'm not injured and my joints don't hurt, and I'm doing something fun.
That's the thing. The older you get, the more they hurt.
I've got like 3 doctor's appointments coming up, so hopefully they can get these sorted out.
Oh yeah, when I fell on the ice there, the next day my shoulder was jacked up. I didn't feel it when I had fallen that day, but I was like, oh boy, here we go. I definitely had a swell bow.
Oh god.
And that hurt for like 3 or 4 days. And it's just ridiculous. The things, even in your early 20s, like, you would, not think of anything of that and just get up and it's like it never happened. But now it's like 3 days later, I'm still...
So now this is tempering.
Just a little heat, not direct.
You gotta mix it, and this is probably, actually I got this bowl for that because this is gonna be, once this fills up, we can transfer it over. It's not gonna be enough room in here. But yeah, you gotta slowly mix them or else it curdles.
I want it to curdle. We ain't trying to have cottage cheese out here.
Dude, I just saw a video, I was gonna send it to you. In Japan they came out with like they make these like foods and drinks that are like one-off, or they'll like never make it again. It's for like novelty. And they just did they did a mayonnaise drink.
Ew.
Yeah.
There's a soda company in the U.S. that does some weird stuff. They make like a ranch soda. I'll have to check out what it is. I want to say it's Jones, but I don't think they do. I'll have to check it out. Have you ever had Jones soda?
I need to check the pasta.
Oh,
here.
Gasp.
If you could transfer that over and keep stirring and tempering. Oh, yeah. This is definitely done. Jones soda, I'm not sure.
It's pretty good stuff. Natural cane sugar.
Yeah.
They don't use a whole lot of additives.
Nice.
I'm not really a soda drinker these days, but if
yeah,
you're going to, I would recommend trying to get your hands on some of that.
Yeah, on rare occasion, I do like a soda pop.
I soda pop.
When it's like a hot summer day and you're like exhausted, you're out doing stuff. Because then your body like uses the sugar like for rebuild.
Keeps you awake instead of just passing out in the field.
Something about like, all right, nice job. Now we'll continue to temper.
Temper.
Because this
Watch
is
it, temper.
Don't want to mess it up again in Curder.
No, Curder. No Curdering here.
Did you see any of did I send you the bald guy reaction short videos?
Yeah.
So funny.
I've seen him before. I don't remember his name, but it's funny. I mean, you do look like a completely different person when you do not have hair versus when you do have hair.
Yeah. I guess he's on like Omegle.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I like the variety of people he gets on there.
Well, it's a weird...
It's not just like white people, you know what I mean? It's like all different people.
It's like a weird format. It's like rotating screens. You don't know who you're gonna like one-on-one interact with.
Okay, so now, if you want to keep this stirring as I add this, apparently that's important to not curdle. Not curdle it, because now it's fairly diluted. See, I just dumped the whole thing in last time.
And then you had lumpy bumpies.
And then I had lumpy bumpies. So if we just do this as you stir, it should be pretty good.
Watch yourself, feller. Yeah, I feel like this is the part that would be easier without the beef in.
Yeah, I normally do it without the beef.
Resistance.
Yeah, yeah. Normally I do this. When I do it, I add the beef right after this part. A little easier. All right.
Looking good, bro.
Yeah, it really is. No curdles.
Let me spoon you.
Spoon
you, child.
And now...
Yeah, we got a nice consistency going here. The onions are looking great.
Yeah.
The beef is looking good. Everything is... Wow. It's just on par.
And what's interesting about this is like... To me is that it's good with salt and pepper. Because like a lot of Italian cream, like pasta recipes, this like salt and pepper very easily overpowers the cream flavor. But with this, it works somehow.
Because it's not Italian.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the nudes. There's a couple of them.
I don't know.
Sneaky little bastards. You ain't supposed to be in the
How did you get in there? Turn my back for 1 minute. Like it's a beef party.
So your heat is off now, or just
barely on?
Okay.
Yeah, if it starts to simmer at all, we can basically turn it off at that point.
I mean, I think we're there.
Yeah. The only thing about turning that thing off is your fingers are going to smell like gas because it leaks on the knob a little bit. It's kind of annoying. Especially when you're eating, it's kind of annoying to have fingers that smell like gas. But price you got to pay sometimes. There's a seal in here, and I think this comes off and I can replace it, but it works, so I don't want to, like, you know.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Of course, we would get this.
Oh, hello. I need to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
This might be a problem with the work. Normally, calls get ignored. I don't know if I can set that up in the iPhone, but that's a pain in the ass. Usually, I don't have reception here, which is nice, so I don't know how I just got that call.
Oops, there's a little bit of garlic in there. Here, would you put this in the refrigerator? All right.
All right. I think we have a stroganoff. Oh, it's a stroganoff.
Oh, we come up with stupid names in our video game all the time to rename ourselves to make each other's laugh.
Beef Stroganoff.
And I came up with Stroke and Smoke. There's two things I like doing in this world, brother.
Tell you what.
Stroking and smoking. Yeah, noodles are so definitely better than normal noodles. Here you go.
Well, that's a healthy portion for a fella like me.
Here's some cutlery.
Cutlery.
I got one of each implement, just, you know, you never know. Mostly a spoon kind of deal. And I've been finding I go pretty heavy on the non-noodle portion.
Yeah, I would say this is pretty liquidy for standard Stroger.
It solidifies as it starts cooling.
Right.
So it's very liquidy right now, but it will.
It'll thicken up.
Yeah, after a few minutes it starts thickening up, and you can sort of let it like even thicken up while it's in your noodles and bowl, and the noodles kind of absorb. And then while you do that, you can like chop the greens into them.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing how big of a difference the greens make.
Yeah, traditionally it's not supposed to have any greens in
really?
it. But yeah, I was like, I need veggies. I can't not have veggies.
That's part of what makes this such a high-end dish compared to what I make normally is like it's such a finely crafted dish that like small details make such a big difference. Like just adding some greens on the end. Mm-hmm. It's like the garnish.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Of course.
It's the contrast. It's like sometimes like a really fatty, umami, flavorful dish is like really good, but like afterwards, like a contrast is refreshing, you know? Or even at the same time.
Mm-hmm. They look like little jalapenos. Like that. They're so cute.
So I like to do a little bit of salt.
I feel that there was probably enough salt added in there for me.
Yeah, you can do your own taste. A little salt and pepper on mine. And those are yours. Just mixed in a little bit. In a couple minutes it'll be solidified down a little bit. Some garnish.
Some garnish.
Chop yours to my fingers.
How many did you use?
Like 3.
3?
I've been going heavier on them lately. Like once they run out, I chop more and add them. Let's see what my camera angle looks like here.
Does it look like a camera angle?
I put it on the.
It's going to look like a non-camera angle.
Put it on the bed here. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, the dirt bike air filter came today.
Nice.
Or yesterday.
Manny wants to get a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I said, you need to be a little bit older. You also need to have a yard.
Oh, it's, you know what's funny? Like, the beginner's dirt bike, that's really small and low powered.
Yeah.
I actually was wanting to get one recently because they're the most fun to me. Like, the bigger and more powerful it is, it's like more of like an adrenaline thing more than a fun thing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
The little bikes are more fun.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, I want to sell like one of my dirt bikes I don't ride and get a little fun one.
Cheers, mate.
Mmm.
Is he good?
Mm-hmm.
It is good.
It's amazing what the green beans do.
Yeah, for sure. It's got a nice, it's like kind of a refreshing balance.
It is. Mmm.
Excuse us on this podcast while we eat instead of Coke.
Yeah, it's not a podcast anymore.
Mm-hmm. Cooking channel.
Aaron and James doing things. No. Yeah. The beatings will continue until morale improves. That was another quote from that News guy.
Oh yeah, that's a common military thing. Mm-hmm. That guy that recently quit was ex-military.
Yeah, he was doing like parachute training. That's what broke his knees, I guess. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's funny. That's the same as this guy. Yeah, you said it was like a little extra money, and in retrospect, it probably wasn't worth it because he's like 27 and his knees are like shot.
That sucks so much, dude. Like the armies. It's rough on a lad. Yeah, I can't wait to go fishing. I got that fishing pole.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm going to do all sorts of activities now. I'm not going to be couch casting anymore because it's boring. That's for boring old people. We're going to be doing things.
Spring is sprung, man. We all get cabin fever. We all want to go out and reconnect with
Target
nature.
shooting, fishing, dirt biking, four-wheeling. A little bit of skateboarding, not hard. Maybe not.
We'll stick to curb slappies. We'll be grinding the curbs.
If it was like indoor and guaranteed no pebbles, I would be comfortable.
Not around here.
Mini ramps? Yeah, I know. Actually, our garage is cement. You could sweep that out and do a little skating.
Oh.
Even just like tic-tacking is so satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's a segment on the BBC called Hard Talk, and I'm like, oh.
Is that followed up by Flaccid Talk?
Yeah. Oh my god, I've just said the most immature sense of humor. It's great. It's great.
It's great. This is really good.
Thank you. Donkey shanking.
Donkey shaking. Don't be scared, boy.
Oh, I wrote this down. OBGYN should just be called Gina Doctors. Going to the Gina Doctor. You know, look at my code. We can't release this on YouTube anymore.
It's fine.
Yeah, run out of the green beans a little bit. I'll make more now.
How they call like bad doctors quacks.
Oh yeah.
Snatch quack.
Snatch
Gotta go visit the snatch quack.
Snatch crack pop. Yeah, I'm gonna feel bad killing fish and catching them, but like, I just gotta figure out how to put them out of their misery quickly. Just give them a good whack.
Head.
Yeah, whack on the head. chop off the head.
Mm-hmm. Well, what a lot of people will do is bring a cooler with water and a little bit of ice to keep it at the correct temperature.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 2 big coolers now. We can dedicate one.
Preserve them until you're ready to dispatch of them.
Studded belt advantages. You lost a couple studs on your belt when you took your wagon ride, but...
Oh, yeah.
It's nice, though, because, like, it was just a hand... I couldn't find my belt, so it was, like, my sister's brother's old belt or something from, like, the 90s or whatever.
Your sister's brother?
Yeah.
Your brother as well? Or no?
This family tree has got a lot of forks in it.
I'll tell you what.
But it's nice because, like, if I'm, like, brushing through a doorway or, like, something, I'm, like, rubbing by something, it slides along the belt really good. And it doesn't, like, grab on. It's really nice. I like it. It's, like, protects you and it's, like, easier to, like, brush up against things. I never knew it was, like, better than just fashion.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to look like a badass when you wear it anyhow, but...
Do we ever talk about why fingerless gloves are good?
I don't think so.
I figured it out because you need your fingers, because gloves protect your hands from getting, like, damaged.
Yeah.
But you need your fingers for, like, turning, like, little knobs and, like, fine adjustments and things.
Your fingerprints provide superior grip. I mean, evolution didn't fuck you over on that.
And the tactile feedback, like, manipulating things. So if you're a guy who's, like, got a lot of experience doing things, like physical things, work on stuff, you'll naturally gravitate towards the fingerless glove. I've got fishing gloves where the fingers pop off.
I have, I just picked up some snow gloves that are mittens, and the mitten folds back. It's got a tiny magnet in it, so you can go fingerless.
Nice. I used to have those. They were really nice.
And that's exactly what I use them for, is late fall, early spring fishing. Keep your hands warm. But you still have to, with bait casting, you have to thumb the spool. You want that tactile feel?
We can try out my drone too for filming something at some point.
Ooh, that would be fun. That was delicious, bruv.
Okay.
I think the pepper was on par.
My sister got me this probably almost 10 years ago because I'm a big pepper fan. It's got a real grinder. Like, it's like ceramic, it like actually grinds. It doesn't like crumble.
Right.
It grinds. And man, it really cranks out the pepper. I have put so much pepper through that thing. Man, that was a great gift. That's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten.
I done peppered the shit out of that motherfucker.
And the oxygen's up the wazoo.
Yeah, I like pepper a lot more than salt. I used to be salt, but as we said, things change with age, you know? It's not about the salt and the sugar anymore. It's about the savory and the...
Yeah, those are immature
heat and...
taste profiles.
Immature. What? You like sugary stuff? Robo!
Yeah, like high contrast settings on your monitor. I hate to say it, but like jazz music. You get older and you're like, oh yes. Like jazz and classical when you're a kid, you're like, turn it up, bro. Like EDM, metal. When you get older and you're like, oh, this
metal is pretty close to classical. It's like, classical is distortion-free metal, more or less.
The singing's the same. Rock music's got like an operatic voice. Can I play with the Nash?
Made it.
Jeremy Weinstein was a big fan of them. He was a cool kid.
Wormstein. He was the singer of the band that I was in.
Oh yeah! I was going to ask you about that.
Wormstein, Shallow Casket.
Me and him and Mike Schwartz like really got into guitar around like middle school, high school together. Just sort of like hang around homeroom and be like, yeah, we're similar to each other.
We're both lanky. We both like guitar.
Yeah. That's fun. I was going to ask you about that. I never heard much about your band.
We were all right. I was probably the weakest link, to be honest. I played guitar better alone, and then I had a lot of social anxiety. We only played a handful of shows while I was.
Oh wow, you actually did shows.
I was drenched in sweat and not moving. And like, I remember just like messing up on some of the chords, and like most, it was mainly just kids our age that were listening, and they didn't even really notice. But I could tell that I was butchering stuff, and it was just if I could only give myself more confidence back then.
You could do it now. I was doing open mic
I don't need it now, bruv. I've got it.
Exactly. That's why you can do it. You can do. They've got open mic at Killarney's 8:30 on Mondays, which is like basically right before I go to bed. But maybe at some point, it'd be fun to do like. I was doing open mic. I started doing it maybe about 5 years ago now, and had the same thing for me. Just like so nervous. It just always messes up my performance.
Yeah, and like it
I got over a lot of it though.
Creates like a spiral almost sometimes too,
does.
because you get so self-conscious that the playing or singing gets worse,
and then that makes you self-conscious.
Gonna run off stage and cry.
Oh, actually, there's
Never happened to me. Never running off stage and crying, but very, very close. Feeling your heart in your throat.
Yeah. Here, I'm just gonna dump that back in the pot.
Hell yeah, save that.
Yeah. There was
That's good broth.
It is. Nothing wrong with that. Heat it back up, simmer it. There won't be any viruses in it.
Yep. Oh, I don't have any viruses. I've got bacteria, but everybody does.
There's this program. There's a game called VR Chat.
Oh yeah, bruv.
And there's an open mic night stage.
That's not small enough to sit in there.
And people take turns. So it's like a 3D game, and you've got your avatar, and you can do like different avatars. You can look like whatever you want to look like. You can look like Japanese, or like a little baby seal is like one of my favorite ones to be. And people take turns like going on stage and like playing their real instruments and like on their microphone. And then like people in the audience, you can do like heart emoji, like throwing money emoji, like there's all the like thumbs up, thumbs down. But it's like it's amazing. The amateur, it's nice because it's like a bedroom feel where it's like not like anxiety. You get a little bit because you're on a virtual stage, but you're not in front of real people on a real stage. Right. We could do that at some point. That would be cool.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so it was. You played guitar. What did Jeremy play?
Jeremy sang.
Wormstein
sang.
Wormstein. He was a little wormy.
I love that dude.
Me too. He has such a good attitude.
He helped me hook up my first car stereo.
Oh, nice.
Back in the, I think it was the Chevy Prism.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, that thing came with only AM, FM radio, not even a tape deck.
Chevy Prism. I gotta see that.
Yeah, my stepdad bought it as a beater, and then it just sat around. I turned 16, got my license, and he pawned it off on me.
Nice, the good days. It's like a Corolla.
Yeah, so the thing about Chevy is they took over, I think it was Geo. So Chevy started putting out all the Geo stuff. So Chevy has a tracker.
Oh.
There used to be a Geo Prism, and then it became the Chevy Prism. They basically just rebranded it as Chevrolet. But the Prism was just not a good car for this area. I beat the bits out of that thing. I ended up seizing up the engine on it.
Oh my god, I run out of oil?
Yeah.
I've done that before. I ran out of oil to the point on my first car.
Well, it started burning it for some reason.
Yeah,
it was
mine did
probably
too.
Bad head gaskets or something, but when you're a kid, you don't really know what's going on. You're just like, well, it still runs, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, I took mine to my mechanic one day. I'm like, my engine's like clattering. And he like checks the oil. There's like no oil.
Whoops.
He just like starts dumping in chords. I'm like, thanks. He didn't even charge me. He's like, get out of here, you kid. Man, it's amazing we made it as far as we did, really.
Yeah, I mean, that's typical, though. I mean, I don't know if your parents were the same way, but my parents just, like, really forgot how to be a kid. Like, they forgot, like, these steps, and, like, you get into this realm of being an adult, and it's just like everything's common knowledge, or you assume that it's common knowledge. So it's like, you know, you don't know when you're a kid and you have your first vehicle that you need to do oil changes.
Yeah,
or every so often. Like driver's ed should have taught you that, but they just teach you literally to drive, and that was it.
Yeah, the best thing driver's ed taught me is like look in your rearview mirror when you hit the brakes. It's a pretty good one.
To make sure that the person rear ends you and you can get a claim.
Oh, my neck. This was you and Wormstein and...
Jimmy Roper played bass.
I don't remember him.
Jimmy, he was a tall guy. I don't know where he is these days. I saw him like maybe twice after high school, and it was just in random areas, so not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember him from high school at all. I remember most people's names... Maybe, I don't know if did he go to our school?
He was younger. Oh. Yeah, he was even younger than Jeremy.
Oh,
like,
see?
There was Ben Capagrossi. I don't know if Ben and...
I remember him.
Yeah, so I think Jimmy and Ben were like the same age.
Oh,
so
yeah, they were.
Jeremy was a couple years younger than me. And then Jimmy and Ben were a couple years younger than him. So they were like just getting into high school as I was becoming a senior.
Typical... replaceable bass player, you just forget about him.
He was actually pretty good. He was a good dude too in high school anyhow.
That's cool.
I heard some things happen along the way afterwards, but no ill will, and I don't want to speak on others' assumptions. So
you had a drum player too?
Yeah, that was Ben Capagrossi.
Oh shit! No way.
Yep. Old Ben Cap. He's still.
He's wild.
Drumming, yeah, that's what makes a good drummer. From, speaking from, like, just watching other bands, local bands, and, you have to have stamina, and you have to be able to pound them, so.
Dude, I've been wanting to set up our old drum set for, like, ever, but I really got to do that soon.
There's very few drummers that I've seen that are, like, they've got chops, and they aren't just a wild person.
I love drumming so much. I mean, I love all instruments, but I love drumming. Our band, I sort of played in a band in high school, but not really, like, we never played at, like, any shows, but we would do, like, band practice, and I was, like, not good at guitar. I could only play very simple things, but the drummer was so good, Russo.
Mikey.
Dude, he was so good at drums that even playing the most basic guitar riff sounded amazing once the drums came in.
Yeah, that's a good drummer right there. They know how to support you well. They've got the fills, and it's more than just timing and keeping a beat.
Yeah, and I've been learning about like the modern drummers. I guess a lot of instruments got bigger over the years to be louder because there's like a loudness war where they're trying to keep up with each other on stage. And that's why the newer drum kits, people have like good microphones now and they're not like trying to be louder than each other. So the newer drum kits, people would put like blankets in the kick, like take off one of the ends or like cut a hole in it.
Yeah, it gets a better sound for bass too. It's a stronger thump. It's not as echoey.
Yeah, and with the drums, like putting like books or like duct tape to like sort of dampen them. They just reverberate too much and they're too loud kind of by themselves. So.
And also for like metal too, there's a lot of guys that I noticed would put pillows and blankets in their kick, because when you're like rapid fire, which a lot of metal is, you've got the double bass going on. You want those hits to stand out, and like you said, when it reverberates, it sounds like a mush.
Yeah, it's kind of like tinny almost. But yeah, no, it's nice to have that solid thud. I mean, tone is everything. There's that one guitar player, And I've been through this before where it's like you're dialing all the knobs for like an hour until you get that sound where you're like, oh, this like
where's the goosebumps?
Dude, once you get that perfect tone, it doesn't even matter what you play. It just sounds so good. Mm-hmm. And then if you play something good on top of that, now you're cooking with fire.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing with the drums. You gotta get them all dampened and tuned and whatever to get to your liking. And then once you like it, it's so good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we could do something like that. I want to get the drums set up, get the guitar, maybe do like VR chat open mic, go fishing, four-wheeling.
Oh yeah, we can do crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use the same clips for 2 channels if we go fishing.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. Plus, we've got like an array of equipment now. We've got the wireless mics, we got the GoPro, we've got multiple phones.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I found out recently that this wireless mic setup that we've got in the phone camera also works with the GoPro too. Because it's got USB-C, you just plug it in and it's like, oh, there it is.
Nice. Sick. Well, I think we should end this because I'm going to be editing for like 5 hours.
True.
I need to hire an editor.
Hire an editor.
Find someone from Indonesia to pay like $5. Because I don't got the time.
And then find all of your content with different people. What the hell is this?
Yeah,
good morning, lads.
Good morning. I can't do it. Good morning. Naughty. I can't do it. My accents are getting weaker. I haven't been practicing.
Oh. Well, I'm sent now. Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah.